Okay. We
I
should.
remember how to play Blackwater.
Yeah, we should be live. I think. I need to check.
It's been so weird. Today was my first day playing with Sayo, so I had to get used to that.
Yeah, it took. I mean, it took me a couple days to get used to SEO, but like compared to like switching to like a keyboard or a mouse, it doesn't take as long. Okay.
Oh, and yeah, no, it doesn't. It's basically the same function, but just more accurate.
Right. Boom. Notifications. We made it this time.
We made it this time.
Okay. Right. Welcome, people. Okay, so things to say. Right. Greece isn't here because of time zone issues, but we have to get these done. So Greece again is gonna be a no-show, just like last time. Now Australia is going to be playing Draco Meteor. However, Australia doesn't actually have to really do too much right now, because even if Haiti passes them by round 2, Indonesia is also at 0 points, but is active. So Indonesia, we need to score probably like 400 points in this match to get in passing Australia. So I think you're set, but you know, if you want to show off to Haiti or whatever in your group, you can get some points here. I expect there to be a lot of talk about Mr. Bob. We'll talk about that in a minute. But, okay. Well, start your timer.
Actually, is my thing working?
Right. Yeah, everyone's thing is working.
Is mine frozen?
No.
Is mine frozen, or?
I mean, are you... No one's is frozen. Okay.
Because I'm on the main screen right now.
It shows you're on Stereo Madness.
Okay, good.
Okay. So if you can go to the main menu... And then we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And there we go. There's 50 minutes. They will have 2 halves. There'll be 50 minutes, a break, and another 50 minutes. I probably should have said you can, like, deafen if you want, so you don't want to hear me. But you probably have to put a timer on for, like, 14 minutes or something.
Oh, good.
But, I mean, it might not be an issue, because, again, you don't really need to score high here.
Yeah, I don't even know what qualifying percent is, but
it's 30. 30's for qualifying.
Honestly, that checks out. I'll get there.
It says first round. I'll change the description later. I forgot that it says round 1 there. I'll change it after this one. Yeah, I was able to wake up to actually host this one on time, but, you know, I kind of got distracted a bit because Zoink made a video on me, so I was watching that instead of getting the match set up, so kind of my bad. Oh, sorry, not Zoink, Mr. Bob. I know that he takes offense to that. I probably shouldn't call him by his alter ego. Okay, so yeah, qualifying is 30, this is Draco Meteor, so the levels have gotten slightly harder, they're now in this like 900, 1000 range, whereas the other country, Greece is a no-show again, like 2 for 2, so it's just gonna be Australia playing this match, and yeah, there's still Indonesia and Haiti in this group, but so there's still a competition, it's just looking like Australia will, you know, make it through. And watch Mr. Bob 30 minutes ago talking about GD LARP news, yeah. If you think about it, what if we're all LARPers? We need to maybe stop calling each other out for LARPing, because at the end of the day, everyone is a LARPer of some kind, right? You take things from your favorite channels, so... Yeah, everyone's a LARPer at heart. But this is a good run, coming from Australia. Might get halfway in. 5 points is a bit far away from where the 1 point is, so it takes a while to get to that second value. But we could see it here. No, 1% away. Bro, 5 points is 67%, and you got 66. That is gonna be just 1 point for Australia.
That's a weird roll.
one that isn't a
The first time I
LARPer
did this was
is
really
Rob
funny.
Top, because he's the first one to talk about GD news, so we're all LARPers. Well, no. No, it's not, because Rob Top ripped off the Impossible game at the start, right? So really, GD is just LARPing the Impossible game. Which therefore makes Rob Top a LARPer. How does this work? It works like the World Cup. It's exactly like the World Cup, except it's 2 rounds instead of 3 for group stage, and it's GD. And they're just racing to get far on the level. However, Greece is a no-show, so it's just Australia playing right now. So we're kicking off round 2 with a very uneventful match.
I'll somehow find a way to lose.
Yeah. Wait. Screen share, you should probably put in, like, the right sides, right from the Draco Meteor. Like, Greece isn't participating, they couldn't make it. Or something like that. Are we gonna play extended list? Maybe the finals gets there. I don't actually know how hard it's gonna be by the end of it. We're just gonna see who's left and judge from there. Because obviously, like, if the 2 people that make it are someone whose hardest is Bloodlust and someone whose hardest is Acheron, then it probably maybe has to be easier. But if they're both, like, at that difficulty, like, if we get, like, the Yangaray and, like, Acheron as the hardest for the final 2 people that are playing, then maybe we'll make it a list demon. Oh, screen share's minimized for the stats. There we go. Oh, that's 1 point. Okay. Barely, but.
Yeah, I died of that a few times.
Okay, that is 1 more point with the 57 death there. It's a good run again. Ooh, another 1 point. Right, so yeah, I would commentate more here, but genuinely, like, there isn't really anything that Australia needs to do here. Like, Australia doesn't need to actually perform that well here because of how they performed in Group 1, and how the lower teams performed in Group 1, or Group 2, I guess they're in. We're just doing this as the first one, because of yesterday. But yeah, another 1 point to Australia there, barely getting into the 30s. Right, so we have just under 5 minutes here of the first half. Sadly, we've seen a lot of very close steps to the 5-point range, but sadly not reaching it. And 24. That's not gonna be any points. It's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. I didn't realize how, like, much this LDM removed everything in this level. This is, like, decorated layout levels. There's, like, no background in Draco Meteor at all with the LDM. Okay, You're having another qualifying.
Same death.
54, yeah, same one. Just one more point, sadly. Less than 3 minutes to go with the first half. Is it just me, or does this look kind of easy? It's just because it's using a ULDM, or like a really heavy LDM, so there's like no decoration. The actual gameplay is top 1020. I mean, I guess that is still easy extreme. We still are on easy extreme levels, but they will get harder as we move into round of 32 and onwards. There's 1.5 minutes to go. And then we'll have our second 15-minute half after a talk. We'll just talk and then do the second half since there's no one else here.
Yeah.
There's not really need for a break.
Well, on that one.
And that is time, so this is the last attempt. Make them play Cycles X. I would never put that level on anyone. That is actually the worst thing I've ever played in this year, at least. This is a good last attempt to run here, but onto the 40s. If we can pass that 150 something click, then there's a chance that we can see more than 1 point be earned here. Gets over halfway. Dies at 55, sadly. That's just gonna be 1 more point, putting them to 9 points in this first half.
That's so good.
If you want, you
That's
can
so
comment on, like, how you did, better or worse than you thought.
I think definitely nerves were a contributing factor to not too many decent runs, but I think definitely in the second half I'll do a little bit better than I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Miyuki, I believe in.
Thanks, Amber.
I mean, you'll have less nerves than everyone else going into this, but because
Yeah.
there's not exactly
There's
any
literally
worries
no one
here.
else. Yeah. No, I've definitely died a lot to the ending. Even though my first time, I only died past 57 once.
Yeah. Right, okay. So, we'll just start the second half again, because there's not 2 people. There's no need for a break. So, restart the timer for 15 minutes. Your timer now starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That is the second half underway. After this, that will be the first match over. Our next one is at 4 p.m. BST, for anyone who's not on the Discord server that doesn't know. And then we have the round 2 matches. Well, actually, no. I think that the next one's directly after this, won't it be? Because match times. $12 p.m. Yeah, okay, no. So we have Qatar versus Croatia, like, right after this. Forgot about that. And qualifying again, barely, but that is 1 point, putting them to
No
10.
idea why that happens, but I'll take it. 1 point.
1 whole point.
That's like 10% of my point total now.
Yeah, you got this. Yes, that's pretty much 183% run in terms of points, so, you know, cooking. And qualifying again. Oh, this could be a good run this time. Over halfway through. Gets into the 60s. Could it be? Can we get to 67%? And yes, there's gonna be at least 5 points here. And 79. That is gonna be 5 points awarded. It's up to 15 now. Qualifying again. Over halfway. Seems like consistency is back now. Can we reach the 67% again? And yes. This is looking to be the best run we've seen from the Australian player. Okay. Reaching the 80s. Reaching 10-point value. Gonna look for the completion here. Into the 90s. Dies at 91, sadly. 10 points.
Yeah, no, I'm getting more consistent. I'm happy with that now. That ending is stressful.
And that's qualifying again. And that is going to be just 1 point, putting them to 26. I live in Australia. What is this? World Cup, but GD Australia playing. Greece isn't because they couldn't make it. So there's really no stakes here because Australia is already #1 on the rankings anyways, and Indonesia is also 0 points. So yeah. This is more of a battle for first and second place than a battle for elimination or not. And qualifying again. 1 point.
No idea why that happens.
Do they get points if they beat the level? Yeah, it says 100% equals 20 points. They get 20 points if they beat it. But we've yet to see a completion from Australia this round, so. Well, Australia is definitely winning. Yeah, well, unless Greece magically joins the call right now and beats it twice, but something tells me that that's not gonna happen. And qualifying again. could be a run here. And 59, 1 point added.
I think I somehow micro-clipped that.
And there's 1 more point added. Oh, I wasn't looking, and yeah, see what that was. Okay, I didn't say anything, but there was a point to Australia there. I don't know if you've written that down or not. As a Greek, I know our team Loki sucks. Your team hasn't showed 2 rounds in a row, so we can never know if they suck or not. What even happened to Greece? They just couldn't make it, but it happened both times. We can, like, I guess there wasn't a single time that fit them in the 24 hours, I guess. But like, can't really do anything about that because it has to happen on certain days. Searching for a Greece that doesn't exist. Okay, there's 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. And then we'll move on to Croatia versus Qatar, which is a very close game right now. Everyone in Group 1 is very close. Well, I guess Ukraine's like kind of far, but you know, it's nothing that anyone can come first in that bracket, even the 4th place, so we'll see what happens there. And that is qualifying. What's the point in this if that is 1 point? What's the point if Greece isn't here? Because it's a group of 4. They're not 1v1ing, it's the group stage, so there's 4 people in each group, and they need to be the top 2 performing teams, or really good performing 3rd place team. Because some 3rd places do still get eliminated. Why are we spamming go? 5%.
I appreciate the support and enthusiasm. That might be a tad bit early.
They're predicting. He's at the final stretch, 5% go. Okay. Right.
Door, by the way.
And off.
There is 2 minutes left for points to be scored here. One minute and 30 seconds left. There is qualifying. Can the players hear commentary? They can choose to deafen if they want, but since this is not really a high stakes game, they've chosen not to be deafened. That is 1 point still. Holy moly, he might beat it. 0%. 0% into the level, by the way, when that message is being sent. And go at 5%. There is 53 seconds left. There's still a chance for 1 or 2 more runs here. So it has to be counted. Qualifying again. And that's gonna be 1 point. Bring them to 34. So yeah, well, Australia before was able to score 200 points. This one is only 34, but again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all because of the way how good they've done from round 1. They can afford to have just 34 points here, especially with Greece being a no-show. That is time, so this is the last attempt. We'll see what will happen here, and we might get no qualifying. That is gonna be Greece 0 because no-show, Australia 34. Did you do better or worse than you thought?
I did better in the second round than I thought. That 91 death was kind of annoying, but hey, I did my best, and I think that's all everyone asked for, so.
Okay, I will add 34 to the spreadsheet, and then I will end this live stream, but we will be back in like 2 minutes or 3 minutes for the next one. So if you guys could wait on the channel if you want to see that, it should pop up at some point. But, yep, I will be getting that set up right now, so thank you.